Hey students, this is called a reverse double 4-bar lift. This is one I threw together really fast. It's possible to make these really compact, which is why they're preferred. If you look up videos on YouTube of reverse double 4-bar lifts and then the word Vex, you will find lots of examples that are much better than this one. But usually they don't explain how it works very much, so I'm trying to give you that resource today. So what I've got is a single 4-bar on the bottom. I think I showed you in a video before this. This motor here is attached to a small gear. It's going to a big gear. This big gear is spinning a shaft, and that shaft is fixed to one of these bars. So as this wheel spins, it spins this bar up and down. The cool thing about double bar lifts is that it always keeps parallel. The base piece with this piece that's lifting up, this is always going to stay parallel as it lifts. It's not going to tilt at all. So if you wanted to have like a shovel that stays level, it would be really ideal for that. And what's cool though is after building this 4-bar lift to here, I attached another motor and it's powering another 4-bar that's going back the other way. So in that way, this is able to be pretty condensed. It's kind of like going this way and then back this way to save space. I can lift this piece up and then lift that piece up, and we can actually get a lot of height out of this. So in this example, I'd probably attach my end effector, like my scooper or grabber or whatever it is. I'd stick it onto these over here. So it'd be like sitting flat on the ground. You could do anything you wanted over here. And then by moving this motor and that motor up and down, we can achieve a bunch of different height settings basically. So I'm gonna do this one-handed, so it might be a little slow. But this first motor will lift up. Notice again how this piece stays parallel to this piece, which is kind of the benefit of these 4-bar lifts. At the very top it tilts a little bit, but it's basically parallel. And then this other piece will also lift up. So we actually can get quite a lot of height quickly and not take up too much room. I'm gonna very quickly show you guys that's the trouble. If I could do 2 hands at once, this might be a little easier. There we go. I'm going to show you guys really quickly how these are all put together. Actually, I think fully extended would be easier to see. Okay. So this first lift, I've got a lock bar here and a lock bar here. The lock bar is a piece that's labeled on the parts rack. It basically takes a shaft and helps you connect that shaft into another piece so that they spin together. So this is spinning with this shaft. This shaft is being spun by the big gears, which are being spun by the small gears. So we've got a torque build going on here off the motor. And then these attachment points here, I haven't screwed anything in. So what I've got is just shafts going through bearings, and then we have shaft collars holding this in place. So the shaft collars and shafts are my connector pieces. That way everything's able to freely rotate without being stuck down by a screw or a nut. Then on this vertical piece here, I've got another motor, and again, we've got a torque build set up, so I'm going from a small gear to a big gear. Didn't really have space, and I threw this together really fast, so we ended up going with a chain gear here. And then we basically just repeat the same process. I've got lock bars attached to this so that this shaft spins this arm itself. And then on the end of that arm, I've got these 2 pieces that are going to stay parallel. So hopefully that was somewhat helpful. I am always here to help you though. If you want to do a reverse double 4-bar on one of your battle bots, then let me know.